Alrighty. Let's see. So we should be up and good now. What's up, everybody? I'm back. I know, I'm sorry. It's gone for like 3 days. There's just so much going on. And the migraines. It was ridiculous. But I'm here, I'm back. My lighting is terrible because I did move my lamp. So I got kitchen light. I should move my camera back a little bit just to get some better light action. Give me just a sec. Hold up. Let's see. Hi, Kaiko. Ointment to the eyes would never be a good thing. There we go. That's good. That's I can work with that. Alrighty. So, put this over here. Yeah. Just a lot of craziness going on. A lot of stressful stuff. I'm not going to talk about it because it's stressful. I don't feel like talking about it. Not right now. Basically, things are being stupid, and it wasn't my fault, and I'm still dealing with the fallout. People were messing up, and it messed things up even more, and so things are crazy. And I'm still picking up the pieces from it. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, so that's that. And due to all of that, I had crazy migraine the whole weekend. What's up, Archaic? That's finally gone. I still have a slight headache, but it's not like migraine status. I can actually have my lights on now, so it's okay. So I'm going to do some grinding all night. Well, not all night because I work tomorrow, but you know, the normal short stream stuff. Yeah. So that's what's happening. Where did we leave off? We left off with Kushinara poison, apparently. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be a pain running back up this thing. I don't remember how to do it. I didn't do anything. That wasn't mean. Do you really need an excuse to be mean to me, Archaic, though? Really? Like, honestly? I don't think you need one. I was trying to be helpful, but I'm also a klutz, so bad things happened. It wasn't my fault. Okay, I thought we were gonna start it off with a death. I mean, the game has every right to be mad at me. I haven't been here for a few days. I am ready. Oh. Oh, I forgot about the stupid Holy Wrath. I hate that spell. Oh, so I guess I should give the current update now. I won't be here for New Year's Eve, so there will not be a long cast for New Year's Eve. New Year's Day that night I will. So yeah, New Year's Eve to ring in the new year I won't be casting. And then so let's see. Yes, I'll be streaming tonight. What's today? Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday I won't be casting. That's New Year's Eve. Thursday I will be casting. Friday I will be casting. That's a long cast. I won't be live Saturday. So yes, those are the updates. I won't be here Wednesday or Saturday. So that's the thing. I feel bad that I'm missing so many casts, but you know how it goes. What up, Jelly? Hey, BP Awesome. Have to start a whole new year without me? I know, right? It's weird. It's terrible. It's scary. But how will you survive? You will have to just blow up my Twitter. Hope the migraine subsides. The migraine is subsiding. It's just we're just at minor headache status right now, so we're good. Mrs. Amma, what's good? How are you? Supreme King iPad, hello. You don't have a Twitter account. I know. I'm saddened by the fact that you haven't created a Twitter account yet. Missed about a week of gaming? You haven't missed about a week of gaming. I missed like 3 days of streaming. You just finished watching part 1 of day 19. Yeah, that's about where we stopped. Today is day 20. I had a lot of migraines and a lot of stressful stuff going on. So, well, there's a lot of stressful stuff going on, which caused me to have migraines for like 3 days straight. And so I haven't been here. He needs to die. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be alright. I get migraines a lot. I mean, I've been in a lot of I've had a lot of head trauma between my natural clumsiness, marching band, being in a couple of crazy accidents. Worst one, getting hit by a car while on my bike. My car was going about 25, 30. You know, so I get migraines a lot as is because I've had multiple concussions. But there's just some like high power stuff going on IRL, and it just kind of wrecked me this weekend. Y'all could probably tell from last week, like you could probably see on my face I was getting tired and drained and just not really feeling fully up to par, and I just kind of crashed this weekend. So I'm still just trying to fix it all back up. Yeah. Whatever. I was wanting you to join me. Throne. It's junk. But yeah, so migraines are a thing. That's typically, whenever my stream is canceled, it's most likely because of a migraine. Look at you started with marching bands. Yeah, I was on the drum line and I had my head hit. We were marching, we were doing visuals. I marched bass drum, and I got whacked in the back of the head. We weren't wearing the helmets at the time. I got whacked at the back of the head with the metal part of the bass drum. Like full force, just whack, because he was standing too close to me when we did our lean back visual. Where we basically throw our bass drums up. That didn't feel very nice. So you said Masakato's grave was just for show. Oh, I assumed there was something there with it. I just haven't figured out what it is yet. So I'm sure it has some significance because it allows us to go there. Oh, whoops. Let's see. Oh, dang it. I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh, well, Kushinada's actually really low level anyway. It's okay. You know what? I'll give it a shot. Recarm to Bolt Storm. You know what? I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let it rock. Because I want some Muddercarm anyway. And I don't really use Recarm with her. I only use it with Hellbiker, so the more magic she has to wreck people with, the better, I guess. So let's save it. I'll take it. I'll allow it this time. You started a domino effect by a line of people backward marching. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Did you knock Tubas down on you? Because Tubas will wreck you. So will French horns. French horns are kind of heavy in like one area. Go there with all the Magatama? Well, that ain't gonna happen. Maybe I will near the end of the game if I have that extra cash just to blow on buying them all, but I'm not gonna go look for them. So probably get something super awesome, but it's all good. I don't want it. I don't need it. Masakado can stay in his grave. I'll YouTube it once I beat the game. And no, my delay's not that strong. I'm just slow. I'm just slow. Bolt Storm, yeah. Let's do that. Ooh. That does some pretty good damage if it hits all of them. Oh, I forgot to heal Kushinada. That was terrible. We're gonna die. It's the best thing ever. It probably is. I tend to miss out on all the good things. Her magic's really low. This move looks cool, but it's actually kind of... Okay, it actually did some work that time. Just kidding. I was gonna say it's actually kind of lame, but it actually put in work that time, so, you know. I guess I can't say that. Okay. Let's actually revive Kushinada. This guy sucks. He drives me nuts. Force boost. Oh wait, she's revived. Summon. Whoops. I only have room for one more demon anyway. We're level 68. I need to hit level 72. I think I need to at least be strong enough to pick up Cert. I think. Still waiting to hear back on my grad school app. I don't think... This is another thing though. This is bad news number 2 for the week. The first bad news was that yeah, the 2 days of me not casting. The second bad news is I'm still hoping, which is good news, to get accepted to grad school. But there's a good chance I'm going to still have to work full-time. I don't think I'll be able to get the funding to just go to grad school and then stream and stay home. So if I'm still having to work full-time to pay my bills, my availability to stream is going to be severely cut. By how much, I have no idea yet. But it's going to be chopped. And so I don't know if that's gonna mean I do more YouTube and then just stream like on the weekends or what, but I'm still looking for more funding or something like that to try to get the ability to stay at home while I'm just doing grad school. But right now, it's pointing to a no-go in that regard. So, in the near future, if I get accepted to grad school, which I really do, my streaming might be chopped more. Which I'm not too thrilled about. I've been working hard to try to get partnership and stream a lot. Grow our community really huge, and so me being stubborn and being crazy like I am, I'm probably going to be like, oh no, I can go to grad school full-time, work full-time, and still stream every single day. It's no problem. I'll probably try it for like a week or two, get super burnt out, and then crash and burn. That's probably what's going to happen. Happy about the Kalpa thing though, a lot of people accidentally get the true demon ending, so it's really the only I see other people get. Oh, you're glad that I'm not doing the Kalpas now? So you can see a different ending? Yeah, screw those. Yes, it would suck to cut back on streaming, but that just means I have to be more of a beast and not cut back on streaming. And just make the time for it without failing classes. I can do that. I'm a baller. I'm skills. I don't need sleep. I can sleep 2 hours, work 8 hours, commute 2 hours, do school for 4 hours, and then stream for 5 hours, right? Every single day. I mean, I only sleep like 5 hours max anyway. What's cutting back 3 of those hours? Let's see. Alright. That skill's interesting. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Okay. Oh, that Iron Claw sucks. Stream in the middle of class. Time to get a laptop and some emulators. I will never, ever, 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 ever stream with the emulator if I can help it. Nothing against people who use emulators, but I enjoy playing the game on its original console and cart, if possible. On its original medium, whatever that is. So I don't use emulators. Otherwise I would have gotten an emulator for the Atari that I have, so I can play the Atari games that I own, since I don't have a way to hook my Atari up to my capture card at the moment. That would change though. Stream in the middle of class, that would be terrible. Mr. Jeggerd, why, oh, that was stupid of me. Why are you talking to your laptop? What's going on? Oh, don't mind me, I'm just doing a thing called live streaming. And you want to work in higher administration, huh? For education. Are you going to teach all the children to live stream? Yes. That's going to be my first rule as president of the university. So no more class, only live streaming. She got muted. Okay. I don't think anyone has a dismute. Nope. I always waste that last one. Don't worry, your teacher is Kashiwagi. Oh, I would not want Kashiwagi for a sensei. Ever. Never, ever, ever. Nope. 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 Not happening. At least Shane's a class where we could all kind of get along. Maybe. That might work. Don't. Maragion. This is not a good idea. There we go. Go him. Yeah, we're just grinding. We're underleveled at the moment for the boss. I don't know what the trio is, so I would say probably not. Alrighty, let's see. Boom. Oh, they void that? Really? That's lame. Her Glacial Blast is like the best skill in the game. That my group has anyway. Dude, she almost hits as hard as I do. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. All I know is that we died to Ariman, and so he beat the crap out of us really bad. So I'm grinding. I have no idea where I'm at in the game. I never do, honestly. I just play until the game will tell me it's done. That's pretty much my plan. When the game's like, hey, here's the credits, then I'll know I finished. Otherwise, I have no idea where I'm at. Let's kill her. There we go. Alright, that works. Oh, them, those ladies. I figured that's who you might have meant. Yeah. I destroyed them a while back. Hey, Ruford. Yeah, I don't think Eve was technically his wife. I think it was just a companion. I don't think the concept of marriage was around at that point. Wow, we need 20k for the next level? Holy moly. Javelin Rain. Okay. Wasn't it Lilith? What? Lilith? I'm gonna go with... I don't think so. I'd never heard of a Lilith in any of the classes I took on spiritual traditions and practices. I mean, unless it was in like the Lost Book of the Bible thing there. Oh, the Apocrypha. I haven't read the Apocrypha all the way. But does she really actually count as a wife, though? I don't want Javelin Rain. I thought about getting rid of Onikagura, but it's really skill. Really powerful. Man, it always makes me feel numb. It never ever gives me an extra stat point. I hate this Magatama when it does that. I've wanted to read the Apocrypha, but I never had the time to. And there wasn't a class that was, at least as far as I knew, there wasn't a class only on the Apocrypha when I was in college. Would have been pretty cool though. I mean, it's all hearsay unless, you know, someone comes out with proof, but, you know. I thought the concept of marriage wasn't necessarily a thing at that point. I mean, we attribute it to marriage, but like, I don't think marriage was a thing that long ago, rather than just life companions. Kushinada leveled up. Oh, I should have saved it. No, we can't do that. I'm sorry, Kushinada. She's like, I was gonna give you something better, but you didn't let me learn my skills, so here's an antidote. Sorry, let me save. You can change your skill to the next level. Cursed for not being a slave to Mana God. Wait, what? So many people will be broken inside. I think... I don't know. I don't think time travel would be a good idea to ever have happen. But I want the power to time travel. I want to be the only one with the power to travel through time. Because I can resist altering things. You know, somebody's going to touch something or change something. I can resist that. Or at least just the ability to travel into the future and the present. I don't need to go back in the past. I don't care. It's fine. So many mythologies have been broken already? Have they really been broken though? Or is it just that there's no concrete evidence so people dismiss it? I don't know if they've actually been broken. Like, it's hard to say a mythology can be broken because you can't go back in time far enough to say, yeah, this actually wasn't a thing. Do you believe in Zeus? I don't see why a Zeus could not exist. Whether I believe in it or not doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Does Poseidon rule the oceans? Maybe he does. Yeah, I like that they include a lot of the different mythologies, characters in them. It's pretty cool. Hey Garen, you can already go into the future at a rate of 1 second a second. That is a very, very valid point. Let me be more clear. I want to fast forward to the Mass Effect days. I want that kind of technology and be able to traverse the universe and the multiple galaxies. I want to travel across realms. Can't change the past, though what you believe would be changing things would only cause things to happen that would eventually lead to what happened in the history books. Or the time-space continuum would collapse and nothing would exist anymore. Wow. They kind of went a little bit ham on us. Just a little bit. That sounds much more fun. Yeah. Back to the future mode of travel. Alternate timelines. I mean, there's probably already alternate timelines anyway. Being able to travel through alternate timelines in Mass Effect days would be awesome. I just want, you know, that kind of technology and armor in a ship like the Normandy without the Reapers coming to harvest everyone. Like, I don't want to have to deal with that, obviously, but, you know, being able to travel around like that would be awesome. Wow, that didn't do anything to them. Whoops. Okay, we killed her. Sweet. That's actually more worth it. Humans are gonna need some growing up first. Yeah. Just a little bit. Oh, freaking Deathbound. When do you think you're going to be ready for Ariman? I'm going to wait until I can be level 72, just so that way I can talk to Cirque and get one to join my party. Then I'll do some fusing and then I'll go fight. That way when I do go fuse, because Kushinada needs upgraded. And as you can see, all my other demons are really super duper weak, so I want to be able to be high enough level to fuse whatever they make. So I figure 72 works. Then we'll go fuse, and then we'll have to run back through this whole thing again to get back up here. So let's see. I need to. Although you could put yourself in a loop by killing one of your parents before you're born. You prevent yourself from being born. Therefore, you were never born to kill your parents before you were born. So you were born only to kill your parents before you were born. Did your brain melt yet? Not yet. Keep trying. Gotta break it harder than that, man. My brain's a tough nugget. A sleepy one, but a tough one. I think it's harder for it to get broken when I'm sleepy. Oh, I should have did the thing. Could have got a lot of extra turns that way. But no, I'm done. Freaking. Uh-oh. Thank you. Because that would have blew somebody up really badly. Oops. That was an accident. Okay. With multiple timelines and universes, I don't see how it gets broken. Yeah, that would just be one timeline where you're in a paradox, killing yourself or preventing your own birth. and consequently death. But other timelines there would be exist where you didn't do it, so you'd be aight. Hey, Suvian. If I can't get him by talking to him, then I want to be strong enough level to make him. So, I know I need to at least be level 72 before I can even attempt talking to him. Yeah. Join me, Flauros. Did my Titania get prayer yet? I think she did, yeah. Let's see. She did. It's a good skill. Pretty good. Don't heal MP though. Alright. Oh, what? Oh, the stupid shadow is always running away. It's really annoying. Okay, I thought so. I just wasn't positive. Sorry, I keep yawning. Grinding makes me sleepy in this game when I'm already tired. It's hard for me to grind on cast. Like if I wasn't casting, I could grind all night. After watching my streams, you decided to replay this without using your New Game Plus file with full compendium to make things easier. Really? So you're just gonna start do just a fresh game, no NG Plus at all? Or are you gonna use NG Plus and just not fuse through the compendium? He basically just wrote a big paragraph and said screw it and deleted it. I've done that. I've done that many a time. Just a fresh set game. What stats you gonna rock? You did. No, not dead. Ow. Six and 24. Wow. Magic mostly take advantage of the breath spells and tornado. Breath spells. Tornado. Tornado sounds like a good skill. I think somebody mentioned that to me earlier when I first started. Somebody was like, dude, you should get Tornado. That destroys everything. I was like, well, I would, but I'm physical. I can't. Banned. Seriously. I not yawning is impossible. Wow. I thought sure he was going to be dead from that. This third has way more health than usual. This war cry really sucks, man. I just don't do any damage at all. Wow. Is he actually gonna kill somebody? I wonder how you never heard of Lilith, though, and some believe she is the mother of all demons, the demons being born from Lilith's hatred of God's spill blood. I've heard of Lilith, I just don't recall her being referenced to as Adam's wife. Like, I know who Lilith is, but I've never heard that reference before. Funny story, he was watching this guy streaming Truck Sim last night, lots of fun. Did he actually know how to drive compared to me? He woke up this morning, or afternoon, because he woke up at noon. He was still streaming and it kept going until 5. It's a fun game. Yeah, we had a Lilith in our party. I don't remember her being covered like that, though. Was it a Lilith? Maybe it wasn't a Lilith. I thought it was a Lilith. Lilith. Oh, he had a wheel though, so he cheated. That cheater. Getting the good driving skills. Using the steering wheel. Real truck simmers use the keyboard. I'd love to play truck sim with a steering wheel. That'd be really fun. Y'all could actually see like real good driving skill. You could see that I actually do know how to drive. Wow, that just completely missed him. He parked the truck perfectly. That's because he cheated. He said he found the wheel at the thrift store for $3. I probably wouldn't buy one from a thrift store. I'm a fan of buying my technology new for the most part. Especially if I'm going to be gaming with it. That way if it doesn't work, I can swap it out for one that does work. Unless it's something really, really old, but... Another funny thing is a bunch of the punished figures in mythology have given some type of knowledge to man. Because man is evil and corrupts everything, so everything that ever does business with us ever should be punished. Oh, I had Lilith, not Lilith? Oh, okay. I know I had something close to that. Something along those lines. Okay. Hey. Wait. What am I doing? I don't know. Now, was he playing with it on like automatic, or was he playing? You know, did he have a gear stick as well, so he could swap through like all 12 gears? 'Cause that would be impressive. Oh, you don't say. There you go. There you go. Okay. Wow, him and Parvati are about the same. So we're near where we need to be. That's good. Let's save it. He had 12 gears and pedals. Oh, that's really cool. You can't drive a stick. It's not too bad driving a stick. I haven't driven a stick in a very long time, but I'm pretty sure I would be okay. Back in my day, sticks only had 2 gears. Can't use both feet. Father tried to teach you and you almost ruined this car and he gave up on you. Aww. That sucks. Just, you know, just gotta remember to alternate the feet. 1 foot on, 1 foot off. That's pretty much all that is. It's kind of like riding a bike, except you don't pedal as much. Or something like that. I mean, that's totally relevant. You've only ever owned one automatic car. Automatics are good too. They're getting the new manuals, Kaiko. You can just get one where the shift is in the steering wheel. You should be able to rock that okay. Just get you a new fancy schmancy, you know, $60,000 car. You have the manual on the little nozzles on the steering wheel and you can change the gears that way. And then at that point it's just like a video game. It's like playing a PlayStation 2. Grandma had 3 gears and 4 clutch pedals. 4 clutch pedals. Oh man. You have to push all 4 at the same time though. Let's go through 20 motions to get to 15 miles an hour. That's funny. It's also giving weapons to man and being banished to hell. Prometheus giving fire, right? Lilith gave knowledge. Do not remember the punishment she had one. You'd rather go get an eco-friendly car for that price? Well, you know, in 6 years, the eco-friendly cars will have that stick shift in the steering wheel as well. Bolt store. No, nothing. Okay. Alright. Oh, he's zapped. Okay. Whop him. I need to draw that Karsha design one of these days. Because I want to get a Karsha design on a car. It'd be a custom paint. It'd look really cool. It looks so cool. And I want it. Speaking of Karsha, are you gonna make those things for me, Kaiko? How much do I have to pay you to make those for me? New cars have an S mode for standard. Yeah. Yeah, that's the newfangled thing now. You get 8 HP per vitality. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm tired of feeling numb. Stop doing that, V-Mana. Just want a purple car. Nice and simple. I dig it. More this done. You don't have the sprites? Were you able to find them online? I can try to find some. Yeah, I got a life stone. I have witnessed thy good faith. And you give me 700 Maka for it. I don't know how I feel about that. See, this is the thing, like... Your lowest end model 2014 has that feature, so it's not a big deal anymore. Oh, you couldn't find them? Were you able to find the game at all to know what game I was talking about? I should pay attention to the fight and stop dying. Why did I do that? It's on the wiki. I wonder if Atlas still has the page up for that game. Maybe not. I just find it weird since a few of the people who did give knowledge are generally viewed as the evil ones, which I just can't wrap my head around and understand it in the stories where it's told via gods and their prophets. But I'm surprised some people call the knowledge giver evil when they wouldn't be understanding anything if it hadn't been done for them. Well, that's why they say that. They figure if humans were more set into the realm of ignorance and didn't know what was going on, then they wouldn't be so corrupt, because they would be, innocent and ignorant still. They wouldn't really know what's going on. They wouldn't be trying to exploit people because they wouldn't have the intelligence for that. That kind of thing, I think, is their argument. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. Something along those lines. Hey, Dirty Dexter. The reason why they're seen as evil is because they gave humans too much power when they gave knowledge, because, knowledge is power and all that good jazz. Sometimes that's the worst gift you can give to someone who's evil, is knowledge. Oh. Whop 'em. Yeah. I have 325k. They should still be somewhat thankful, as they could understand their god better. Yeah, they could, but how many people turned away from their god once they had knowledge and were more aware? I think that's why the gods were mad, because now the humans could see what they were really up to and what they could do. and they can make decisions a little bit more for themselves. I mean, you get into arguments about free will and all that good stuff, but having knowledge allowed them to see and understand more and formulate more judgments and opinions on their own. Oh, he didn't die. I didn't want him to run away. Okay, he did. Back in the day, gods weren't so far above. Closing a smaller gap is seen as greater treason. Yep. Only according to Christian scripture. There's probably some other spiritual practices where somebody did something wrong and brought things to the humans that wasn't a good one. There's many where it's celebrated that they did, but I'm sure there's more than just the Christian spiritual practice. Can we just blame Adam for eating the apple? No. We must blame ourselves for not going back in time to stop Adam from eating the apple. Oh my gosh, I'm so exhausted. There's just too much going on right now. There's so much going on. Dude, even at work, my phone is always blaring off the hook 24/7. Like, as soon as I finish the phone call, another one comes in. And I still almost fall asleep. I'm like dying right now. Hey, Hiromu. Not dying. I'm not literally dying. I'm figuratively dying of exhaustion. But I need to cast. I want to cast. I enjoy casting and being here, so I'm trying. That's why I came, because it's like, man, I thought about just taking the week off to try to get everything sorted out and all that stuff, but I didn't want to be gone for that long. Yeah, I could see people sympathizing with them if they didn't have an evil intent. Some stories there's clearly an evil intent. Don't ask me to quote you any right now. My brain is not strong enough at the moment to think of a good example, but I know one exists. Christian scripture is full of morally confusing situations. Every tradition is, though, depending on if you base it on today's society and which version of it you're trying to understand as well. And it makes more sense if you just follow the version of the practice that only looks at the Old Testament. Things aren't so contradictory. But then you can blame the kings for that one. It's their idea to rewrite all the books to how they wanted it. So. who's familiar with other spiritual practice histories to comment on their contradictions. Ah, it's all good. The fight to level 100 wages on. There's no way I'm doing this to level 100 Genesis Breaker. You have got to be crazy. There's no way. At all, period, ever, in life. Ever. I would probably fall asleep at my desk. Stop fleeing, Shadow. Hey, y'all stop that. Okay. Lucifer, if you think about it, may have actually been justified in rebelling against God. Really good idea. Of course not, it's for God. Excuse me. That concept and idea is definitely very debatable. Probably has some good valid points. I don't know. It depends on which version of the story you follow. Constantine. Yeah, Constantine is an interesting character. Wow, how'd all that miss? Just kill the daggum. What? Kill the shadow, please. Okay, this is getting stupid. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Why? Bigger than the Beatles. Seeing that just reminds me of you're either a Beatles fan or an Elvis fan from Pulp Fiction, which then reminds me that I've never seen the movie, and reminds me that I need to watch the movie. That was an accident. I meant to heal. Alright, that works. Hey. Funny thing is that Lilith is in every mainline SMT games except this one, and I think Strange Journey. The Beatles were agents of the Illuminati sent to America to destabilize it through political unrest. I've heard that before. Rolling Stones versus Beatles, there's no other argument. Because they'll strike him down. Oh, level up faster, dude. Jeez, we need like another 32,000 before we hit 72. Boom. Boom. Mahama Rock, okay. The Rolling Stones were rumored to have sacrificed a young boy to Satan in an Illuminati ritual. Wow. The troll just wrote today. Troll is something. It's something. I forgot to refill their mana. Dang it. Yo, man. They hit hard still. I don't like how hard they hit. It's not very nice. There we go. Uh-oh. Anytime I see that say SP item, I just think mana points. Anyone else wonder, could summoning a demon work, but never actually want to do it in case it does work? Oh, it totally works. I'm sorry, Kaiko. I'm so tired. Mommy. I'm so sorry. I'm just so exhausted I can't not. Nah, it's totally a thing. Now the whole Candyman thing in the mirror. Nah, no. Summoning a demon though. Yeah, you don't want to mess with that stuff. Unless for some reason you really want to and you know exactly what you're doing, because that's some crazy stuff you start messing with and you can really wreck yourself. What's in the mug today? Air. There's nothing in my mug. It's in my cabinet. Back to lurking, keep seeking truth. I hope so. I will be full knowledgeable one day. This guy is so annoying. I don't care about you and your Chaos Blade. But it seems as though he will level up, which is kind of annoying. But then at least he'll evolve, so that'll be cool. That's why you're so tired, empty mug. Yeah. I wish just filling up my mug would give me like all the energy. That would be great. Like y'all see me moving like a crazy, I don't know, bouncing buffoon in my cams because I'm trying to stay awake. Empty mug means empty tanks. Empty tanks mean lack of energy. I need my smoothie energy, I guess. Yeah. Uh-oh, Ruford. With the donation, thank you. Put something in your mug, sir. Thank you. I will put all of that in my mug. Thank you so much for the donation, sir. You are... I didn't mean to pass. You are an awesome dude. And I appreciate it. Get up and do some jumping jacks. That'll work right until I sit back down. There's just so much going on. So much going on. I can tell y'all what all is going on, but it's gonna take like half an hour to say everything. Yeah, I don't feel like it. Because then I'll just get angry and stressed. I'd rather deal with that in the morning when I wake up at 5:45 a.m. and I have to ride the bus 40 minutes to get to work. I have plenty of time to think about it then, so I don't want to think about it right now. Using Bigfoot as an example, nearly every shamanistic ancient culture from around the world has depictions of a Bigfoot-type creature that taught them their shamanistic ways. Tribal cultures that never had any contact. There were all kinds of similarities. Sorry. Between that cultures that never had contact about all kinds of things, to include summoning evil spirits. I'll do summoning evil spirits. It's totally a thing, man. I think they're all mystical orcs from the land of, I don't remember the name of the realm, the land in the Forgotten Realms. So never mind. All the Bigfoots are fallen angels. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Shinada's gonna die again. Shinada. Shinada. Best example with Noah's Ark. Has anyone seen the movie? If you guys had one wish that could change everything in the world, what would it be? What a Big Walter, a bagel with cream cheese. I would wish to be a benevolent world dictator who everyone listened to and followed his guidance without any rebellions. Lots of communication. How's that? I think that covers most loopholes. Most. Does Eden have computers? Because if I can't watch Twitch, that ain't a paradise to me. Like how you think he'd open. Oh, she died again. Whoops. I keep forgetting to heal after fights. Oh my gosh, this is getting crazy. Hey, Valiant. Now see, I keep wanting to do this, but I don't want to waste the MP. I want to see if this would heal everybody, but I think it only just heals the party. So I don't think that is going to work. It's funny how we enjoy such convenience in life, but when it's time to die, none of that seems to matter. It does for some people. Some people they want their stuff until they're buried. I believe Eden would be nothing but worshiping, basically just permanent church service, much like my depiction of what heaven would be based on what I've read. So no computers, just blissful ignorance. I find it hard for there to be a paradise where everyone is just praising for all eternity. It's like, what else do you do? Because, I mean, no disrespect to the head honcho or anything like that, but if I had to spend eternity just praising you forever, like, I'm gonna get real bored real quick. Like, I need something more than that. This is just what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, I'll give you props for letting me not, cease to exist or rot in the underworld forever. But I don't want to also just sit here and praise you and sing songs about you all day. Like, that's not gonna work for me. Hey, Edwin. Oh, I'm glad I endured that. Holy crap. That was close. Uh-oh. You're of the standpoint that if you can prove God exists as whichever practice says, I'll show you a deity I'm not interested in worshiping. I mean... some practices have a pretty cool one. We don't know all the practices. So, I mean, maybe there's a good one out there. You wouldn't get bored, though. That would basically be your new life, that all you think about is worshiping God. That wouldn't make any sense. How would you go from living a life like this, where you think about natural things like, what am I going to eat for breakfast? Or, the sky looks particularly overcast today, to all of a sudden... the only thing left that you think of is, I need to worship this being because he took me away from thinking about what I'm going to eat for breakfast or possibly burning in hell. I don't think it works that way. I don't think all of your emotions would just be stripped away like that. I don't think that would work. There'd be no point for us to exist and have emotions. Your boredom is your imperfect view of what would be a perfect world, assuming God is all powerful. He can make you love to worship him. But that would break free will. That would immediately break free will. If he can't break free will now as us being humans, he can't break free will now as after a rapture of some sort were to happen. This is on the verge of delving into people mocking each other. Yeah, don't mock anyone. We're having like legit discussion, so let's not mock. But free will is a thing, and so he can't break that. Heaven is a place with no sin, therefore no free will, as sin is wait, what? Heaven is a place with no sin, therefore no free will, as sin is a byproduct of free will. Just because people do sinful things with free will doesn't mean that free will can't exist. Free will can still exist and people do benevolent things. I don't think free will was just made to test us to see, oh, are they going to do sinful things and be worthy of, being brought up into my area, into heaven? Like, why would he create humans just to test us to see who's going to go to hell or not? That wouldn't make any sense. That wouldn't be very interesting. Like, if, the Christian God or Hebrew God or whichever God you follow in that vein were to exist, of course he's going to have heightened thoughts and ideas more than we would, because we would be modeled off of that. Why would he only create us with the sole purpose of seeing if we're worthy of sitting in heaven so we could just worship him forever? Why wouldn't he just make creatures who can do that right from the get-go? You know what I'm saying? I don't think it would make any sense any other way. just got here, but personally, I'm a shamanistic pagan. I am totally cool with what anyone thinks. I've even gone to churches with friends just to learn other beliefs. It's good to learn as much as you can. That way, your own convictions are that much stronger for yourself. Totally. I think everyone should do that. What up, Reiner? All-knowing God created man with free will, then he knew that some people wouldn't worship him, knowing that if he banished those who didn't worship him to hell, then he created some people with the intent of sending them to hell, which is a maleficent act. Yes, which would go against him being all benevolent and all that good stuff. Just like I think the same thing with the idea and concept of hell. I don't think that was a thing. I personally think that was a concept created by humans to scare people into following that specific traditional spiritual practice. Just because it wouldn't make any sense. Why would he make a place for everyone to just burn and rot in hell forever when he could just make them cease to exist? It's like just boom, you're gone. You no longer exist. There does not need to be a need for an uprising. There does not need to be any need for hurt feelings or remorse. Because I mean, think about it. All the people who do make it up to heaven will find there's going to be people who find out that people who they know and love went to hell. You think they're not going to feel upset about that? How does God reconcile that with them? He should be like, well, you made it here, you better be happy. Nah, I don't think that flies very well. So it would make more sense for if those people are not worthy, they just don't exist anymore. Why do they have to suffer for all eternity? That doesn't make any sense. As long as humans have free will, there will be sin. Probably. But that doesn't mean that free will needs to be stripped away. People can be taught. I think getting a person to praise you on his or her own free will would be more satisfying. Yes. Making a person only think of you kind of feels like cheating a video game. He didn't create them with free will, though, and some beliefs it was given to us by Lilith. He cursed for disobeying him after. Right, so I mean that's what I'm saying. It all depends on what you practice, but and it's all up to your opinion. If you feel fine with the idea of thinking that when we go to heaven, all we do is just sit here and praise this guy and thank him for bringing us into this heaven paradise, and that's all we do for eternity, when there's all this space and time for eternity to do other cool things, that's totally fine. I just don't think that's the case. For me personally, I can't believe that. I wouldn't want that. Oh, you're not attacking anyone. That's totally fine. Is that Hebrew story of Lilith depicted in the Dead Sea Scrolls? Ooh, I have a Dead Sea Scrolls book. I need to read that one day. We just come back when it's not so deep. You're totally fine, Genesis Breaker. I don't think you were attacking anyone. I'm just saying, let's not attack anyone. I don't want it to get to that point. So you can totally stay. It's fine. I will let people know when it's too far. If this is no hell, wait, if this is no hell, or if there is no hell, I guess, what is the penalty for not worshiping him and just living your life as best as you can? Wait, hold on. If there is no hell, what is the penalty for worshiping him, for not worshiping him and just living your life as best as you can? The penalty, I mean, why does it have to be where we have to worship this guy forever? Yes, we can be thankful. I'm not saying we never worship the guy. I'm just saying spending your entire eternity where all you do is worship him seems a little pointless for him to create us if that's all we're going to do. Like, don't you think he would want to conversate with us, share ideas, create new worlds? Like, there's a vast majority, infinite possibilities. Why would our sole purpose be to just sit and just worship him all day? He sits up on his throne and we're all just bowing and singing praises to him forever, when there's so much more that could be done. In your belief, there are no gods per se. It's all spirits coexisting in perfect balance. They all come together to make one power. Oh yeah, that's kind of like Dharma religion or spiritual practices. Honestly, no, I'd rather go to Sheol than be forced to lose my free will. Shell. Oh, Helen. Okay. I find the most compelling and likely story is the Mesopotamian story, in that men were created by and of aliens mixed with presumably Neanderthal and Cro-Magnon to mine gold. Oh, I'm sorry. I start talking and then it woke me up for a second though. Hell is a parallel dimension. That's an interesting idea. One in which Bigfoot and aliens can travel to and from, which is often mocked because these concepts have been ridiculed for so long. Yeah, Hebrew God is that one. Christian God does not follow that name technically. I mean, I'm not saying anyone's right or wrong. It's just okay. Maybe worship is the wrong idea. I always think the end of days is more like we serve God rather than just worship Him. I don't know. I grew up in a Baptist household forever, and then the first 80 years of my life. And then once I moved from Texas, I started to think about other ideas. And for me, I don't know. It's just a lot of the ideas with Christian practices just didn't sit right. It didn't really make much sense. I mean, I don't know. If my thing, I don't know, because I mean, you mentioned you thought we were more serve God than rather worship Him, which is a valid idea, but as well, I don't know. But for because there's a lot of people who are like, no, we just sit and we serve Him for eternity. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if a child has such a strong imagination, how can a God not? How can his imagination for the end of time be everyone sit in a circle and just say, all praise ye, all hail ye, forever? I don't see it. Life Surge is going to be awesome. Raises max HP by 30%. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have so much HP. What do I get rid of? I heard Texas, yeehaw, woo, God is a contradiction or useless. Yeehaw. Sorry, Fairy Texan. Wow. What am I going to learn? Let's see. I mean, I guess I can get rid of life bonus. It's only 10%, because I like my other moves. What's funny about this entire conversation is it's normal here, but if I talk to any of my other friends about something like this, you can see their brains melting and ears bleeding. That's because most people hate talking about this stuff. It's one of those taboo topics, which doesn't make any sense to me. For me, it's like, dude, anybody can talk about anything. As long as people are civil about it, it's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. In conversations like these, no one's wrong because we have no definitive proof. So, someone can say they think the Herculoids created everyone and they're the gods on Pluto. And the Pluto is the center of the universe and where the gods live. And it could be true. And honestly, I would be fine with that. Because the Herculoids are awesome. But it's one of those things. Alright, this is done. I don't know. For me, I just think it would be cool, like, if the idea and concept of God and heaven is a thing, then for me, how I would see Him, there would be no point for Him to waste His time on people who didn't want to do right in life. Just wipe them out of existence and move on. Why make them burn forever? That's just cruel. And He's not supposed to be cruel. He's supposed to be a righteous God. So if he's supposed to be a righteous God, I don't see how burning forever could be a righteous punishment for messing up in a finite life without a chance at redemption. Now, if there was like, okay, you burn for 5,000 years, and then I'll give you another shot, okay. Because, supposedly we're supposed to be able to be forgiven if we ask for it. Some people ask for forgiveness a billion times. So I don't see the concept of burning forever to be a thing, personally. The cat god made the world, so there. This is like a college environment. Hey, Shadowlink. Religion, politics, and racism, the only things you can't talk about, and the only things that need to be talked about in order to be fixed. Yeah, I talk about everything here. I tell people straight up, hey, if you don't like it, you can mute it, or you don't have to watch, and that's fine. If otherwise, we can have civil conversation, we can ask questions, we can throw out ideas. I think it's fun. We've talked about a lot of things in my channel these past 2.5 years I've been streaming. A lot of actual real deep issues on politics and every taboo topic you can think about. Abortion, we've covered it all. Several times in the Old Testament, God is referred to as the greatest God. Yes, monotheism came later. For some reason, it was after they met with the Greeks. I guess they was like, oh, they have Zeus and they have all this other stuff, and they're like super pagan and weird. So let's just go with one God. So. Worship Cthulhu and the keyboard cat live together on Pluto as it rockets around, spraying Pop-Tarts down on people. Where my Pop-Tarts at? Well, I don't want Pop-Tarts. I like toaster strudels better. Yeah, the Hebrew God and the Christian God are a little bit different. Hey, hundreds. My head's feeling a little bit better. So that's good. How are you? Do I play any MMOs? I used to. I don't anymore. Just because I don't want my stream to be an MMO only stream. I blame this game for sparking this discussion. Even in the New Testament, the word used for God is a direct cognate for Elohim or Yahweh. Yeah, I mean, they changed it later, but they're technically, I mean, everyone looks at them as one and the same, but if you get deep down to the nitty-gritty, like, they're not the same. I had a religious studies teacher, like, drill that into our head the first week of the class that we took on the Old Testament. She like pounded in our brains like they are not the same. They're not the same. I don't care what you say. And like some of the students were trying to argue with her. She like broke it down, and at the end of the class, their face was red. They were mad because they didn't have any more arguments. They're not the same. They're very close to the same. People want them to be the same, but they're not exactly the same. Her name is Hundreds, spelled backwards. I wonder how anyone who has never been to this stream before would react to this conversation. They would instantly unfollow my channel and not want to watch it anymore. And that's pretty much what happens every time. That's probably one reason why I'm not big yet, is because people know I talk about this kind of stuff and they don't want to hear about it, so they don't watch the stream. You know? But, I mean, it's real stuff. Like, yeah, we talk about video games and all that stuff, but at some point, real life things are going to come up. I'm not going to just... I'm not a person who just doesn't talk about it because of how taboo or what it could lead to. Yeah, it can lead to things, but if you manage your chat and moderate it correctly, like even if we had 12,000 people in here, I'd still talk about it, and I just moderate the chat as need be. No God in any belief is the same if you dig deep enough. Exactly. Dig deep enough, they're all the same. There's ideas that are the same, but just because of cultural context, they're different. So I wouldn't say they're all the same, just because cultural background says different otherwise. I have a professor who could debate the reason why New Testament and Old Testament are the same. I would love to put that professor up against the professor I had, because they're totally not the same. They're totally not the same. Totally not. I think that God is something different for every single person. Yes. God is going to be different for every person. I mean, your concept and your idea of what God is how you understand the specific practice you wish to follow, if you wish to follow one, and how you plan to react to that. You might share similarities with another person, or have the exact same views as other people, but it's what that is for you is going to be different, of course. More interested to hear about Western religion framed in the Eastern mindset. Curious why many Japanese and Koreans believe with little history of doing so. You know, I haven't been able to figure that out yet, Ruford. I wondered that too. You would think most of them would really mostly follow the teachings of Buddha. Which some people still think Buddha is a deity and he was actually a real person. Let's just throw that out there, first of all. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just because of a lot of people in the military being around them before. A lot of Caucasians in the military traveling there who followed, Christianity and spread that idea around, and they like the sound of it. I think spiritual practices should be whatever you believe in, whatever you follow. Yeah, of course. That's exactly right. It's all up to what you follow. There is no definitive it's this or that, because wow, that costs a lot now since we boost our HP up. No one can say it's going to be this, that, or the other because he reflected it. That's bad. Oh, dang it. I didn't see that he did a Tetrakarn because I was talking or reading chat. Churches in the States are purely in their native languages. I mean, kanji, Mandarin, whatever. Batosai, hitokiri. Batosai. I feel like this discussion is more a comparison of our beliefs. That's typically more what it becomes. May the superior mythology win. Who is the Chuck Norris of Japanese mythology? If you take the complete Christian Bible, we did it. We made him win. We made him lose. You did. You got me killed. How dare you all? I am angry. If you take the complete Christian Bible and look at it, it is a narrative of the fall of man and the process of returning man into perfect communion with God, using Christ as the linchpin to create his new communion. Yeah, if you take a broad look at it and ignore the fact that the kings altered many of the books of the Bible to suit what they wanted it to say and left out what they thought was going to be too much of something against what they wanted to preach and make them look bad. Yeah, that's totally what it is. But I can't look at it as that way because I know how altered it was. How many hours of grinding did we lose there? About 20 minutes, thankfully. What up, Zach? I applaud you for how you actually beat your games. You thought I was gonna quit still? Alright. Let's say there's a planet that goes through our solar system every 3,600 years. We'll call that planet Heaven and say it requires gold. Wait, what? Say it requires gold to make it through the cold of deep space. The first time this happened, the planet hit planet in our solar system, Tiamat. A chunk of that planet became Earth, and the remnants became the asteroid belt. Alright. We can say that. That could totally be a thing. That would be awesome. And then I hope everyone realizes... Oh yeah, so we can redo this. That's good, because I don't think I wanted to actually get rid of life bonus. I think I liked having the extra 53 HP. But I don't know what else to get rid of. I guess I can get rid of Medea. No other force can answer for their beliefs. I'm not gonna beat up my head against the wall here. I can't do this over text. I prefer speech type. I'm too slow for this crap. Why are you beating your head against the wall? You mean in regards to me? Or to keep up with the replies of everyone else? Because I'm pretty much replying to every thing I see as its own comment. I mean, I can relate it to the conversation as a whole, but you know. If you're gonna use Jeggerd as decisions, you might as well call the planet Nibiru like he did. Look at Archaic with the knowledge bombs. What do I get rid of though? See, I don't want to get rid of Iron Claw, and I really need this. Retaliate's good. Maybe I get rid of Medea. I'll just get rid of that. I don't need no healing. We're back to being a physical beast. Hey, Avian. You guys are too smart for me. Hey, Ninja Zombie. Oh, what? Flying spaghetti monster. I never knew what this flying spaghetti monster was until like a couple weeks ago. I don't think I've ever seen a picture of it yet, though. I think I forgot to look it up. This got realer than real. This makes me think a bit if God is real and there is life on other planets out there. Isn't it kind of selfish believing we're the center of his attention? Exactly, BP awesome. Why would there not be a life on other planets? Why would we be his only creations? Go for a tad. How long am I planning on playing? At max another hour. Somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour. Just because I have to work tomorrow. I can't keep up with Dirty Dexter. There's too much text going. I can't scroll up and read what you said before, so I missed it all. I have to end up being out of the loop on that one. Yeah, the flying spaghetti monster is an interesting idea. Did Huntress leave already? I don't know, probably. She bounces in and out. Nicotine break. Alright. I'm sure a lot of people would believe if a flying spaghetti monster came in. It's like, I created all of you. Because people would be so freaked out to see something they've never seen before. They'd probably believe it in a heartbeat, even if he was just a lion alien there to enslave the race. Oh, my all-female demon cast. We need 3 slimes? No! Not using slimes. But yeah, there's a lot of overlap between traditions and practices. That's why a lot of people think that they are all linked to one central belief. And that's why some people strongly believe that there is a higher power because of these strong links and ties between them all. It's just hard to say where the link is and where it stops. And you know, that links to people's ideas and thoughts that the event of the Tower of Babel was a true thing that happened. And then once those people were split up into different languages was how these different stories and mythologies came into being, which is why they all have a common link between them all, but different little details. Call the group Jex Nuts. Why does it cost so much more health, but it doesn't really seem to do more damage? Think about that boss's attack tentacle and you have an all-female team. Think about it, stop thinking about it. I just think that we get destroyed by the tentacle. No, we don't even really get wrecked by the tentacle, we get wrecked by the freaking Megidolon Apocalypse combo. That combo does mad, crazy amounts of damage. So much damage. I mean, I have the health now where I can tank it and still have about 200 HP left, but my other demons don't. Makes you remember a certain scene from Sailor Moon. I didn't watch all of Sailor Moon, so I wouldn't know the reference. Damage. Does it do more damage? Maybe it does do more damage. Doesn't seem like it does more damage. You don't think I get it? Of course I get it. How would I not get it? Somebody's got to keep it clean around here. I keeps it clean, but I'm one of the most gutter-minded people you'll probably ever find. I could probably turn anything dirty. What it boils down to is all religions seem to worship the same deity in their own culturally adapted way, and that deity is likely Lucifer, who was all about doing right by man while God was mostly annoyed by man and tried to wipe them out twice. Some cultures did it more than that. We're like bugs that won't die, we're like cockroaches. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. That's Ricky Ricardo, her, angel in command. First angel in command. tries to wipe out humanity. Lucy, you got some splaining to do. And then she's like, eh, and creates more humans. Is that how it works? Because I could totally get behind that. As long as we're made in the chocolate factory and she's trying to eat us. Like that one episode where her and Ethel were in the chocolate factory. And they were trying to eat all the chocolate because it was going too fast. You gotta sing it? I don't know the song. I'm sorry. I don't know the reference. It's not a lewd reference, I don't know it. Alright. What about D? Yes. Talk to me. Pearl. Thanks. I might know, but I don't know at the moment. I thought you were 95. I am actually 102, but I still, you know, take me and then rewind 102 years ago. It's probably Running with Lions. I don't know any references. I didn't listen to the Beatles much. I was too busy. I'm not gonna finish that joke, because that's a bad joke against my own ethnicity. I'm not gonna do it. Can't make me. Yeah, I didn't listen to the Beatles much. That didn't really play a lot in my neighborhood. Why didn't they sacrifice me to the Illuminati? Watch it for 10 seconds. But then I have to like reach over and click a link. Maybe discuss the internet's weird obsession with Shrek. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care for the Shrek movies. I tried. I just couldn't do it. Wasn't there like 3 of them? There's 3, I only saw the first 2. There's 2, I only saw the first 2. Yeah, there's a lot of Illuminati stuff. You can reach over. But then I have to like click the link and then audio's gonna play and then you know. Hey Runacat, how you doing? Can't you just send it to me over Twitter? You gotta make a Twitter anyway. Make a Twitter and then send it to me. That way I know it's your account. That way I know it's real. It's never ogre. Ugh. Just do it. I don't wanna. Then I always have to do it, right? I don't wanna do that. Just do it. Do it now. Just thought you'd stop in and actually hang for a bit. I appreciate that. How you been? I put it in the right time. Oh, Kaiko. And I have to actually click on links. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Shrek. Alright, Kaiko. I've copied the link. The link address is copied. And it's pasted. I'll watch it so many conspiracy theories. It's crazy. Uncruel. That doesn't do more damage though. You good? You got a girlfriend? Sweet. Congratulations. It looks awesome. It's probably my favorite skill in the game. I mean, Onikagura looks really cool too, but I like Iron Claw. The only thing more satisfying than Iron Claw is whenever we fought the middle twin, the middle of the trio of the demons earlier, and we punched her in the face just because her face turned with it, and it looked so brutal. Which sounds terrible. I don't condone violence against women at all. It could have been a demon or a dog or a ghost or whatever. If it did that same animation, it still would be the best in the game. It looked awesome. Like, you could look at it and you could feel the blow. Like, you could feel the punch yourself. I felt like I was getting hit and I was the one doing the damage.
Ready?
Should probably save in case they want to learn some more skills here. I wonder if the Onikagura does more damage since I have more health, but I don't think it's relative to my HP. You condone violence on dogs though. I don't condone violence on anything except those that deserve it. The idea that men can sometimes deserve to be hit and women can't is sexist. I'm not saying women can't be hit. Of course, another female can punch the crap out of another female, so be it. I just don't think I need to hit a female. That's just how I was raised. And I don't feel the need to punch a dude unless he deserves it, so. That said, there were a lot of fights in my neighborhood between females and males. And the females typically won those fights, and not because the male wasn't trying to win, wasn't trying to avoid hitting. They were going all out, and they still got whooped. Would you hit a girl wearing glasses if she was really mean and stuffs? No. Not if she was just being mean. Like, you have to define mean. Like, if somebody just, like, I wouldn't hit anybody just because they're being mean. I'd probably tell them to get out my face. I wouldn't just straight up hit them. Oh, Mrs. Sama, you still here?